Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Steps away. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Miles Sanders' first carry of the game. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Eagles hit 2-3 here to begin the new season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. Flush to his right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. Fast footwork by Sanders. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Right back to Sanders on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
They go play action with Hurts. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message. Hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory. Be aggressive. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Going across the middle, and Goddard's got it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering it. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Haven't been a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on 1st down. How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. Rolling to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And this defense holds on the Knights' opening drive. Prescott looks to throw on first. That is caught by Lamb. And they work this out past the 25. Call that a very strong gain of 24. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Prescott. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Let's go now.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Left wing 19.
They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
He's got exactly what you're looking for. The ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Here's Prescott. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. What a play there by Fletcher Cox to get in and knock him down behind the line.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. You want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Prescott.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. On 2nd and 9, Hurts out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Come on.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. And the pressure gets to him again.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Rolling to his left. And he's going to go down again.
Micah Parsons.
That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The left-footed Kevin Huber set to punt it away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Prescott on 3rd and 2. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And Sanders has got... It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Terrell Basham in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking it about the 16. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing, Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football back at their own 17. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. He'll get this out wide to Scott. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 22, Hurts. Well, that's complete to Sanders. So the completion good for just 3. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go now.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
19 tight, 19, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete on the deep ball. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because, remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again, so you just have 1 half to play instead of 2. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys, gets a smile on their faces, and gets them going to begin the second half. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go to Elliott again. And Able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. This is fielded at the 7. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Ready? Check contact, check contact.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. This to the outside, it's Sermon. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Warriors 70. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
But 1st down, Hurts. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Hurt, hurt. Right there, hurt.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. Here's Kevin Huber now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And they will take over 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Prescott. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up 1st downs.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 2nd and inches, Prescott.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down carry by Elliott. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
48 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They go jet sweep. Washington with it. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. To throw is Prescott. On the move to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Here's Elliott. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And some room to work. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
They'll go again with Sanders. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 41, Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first.
Devontae Smith's workload certainly didn't get any lighter, going from being a Heisman Trophy winner at Alabama to his first year with the Philadelphia Eagles. 104 targets as a rookie, and his 916 yards, they were the most for a Philly wideout since 2015. They go to him there for a first down.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Hey, pass. 60 Bobcat.
Throwing is Hurts.
Being chased out left. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
That's a nice job there, knowing what his options are. He's out of the pocket to his left. And I thought maybe think about running with this one, but he uses his vision instead. Finds his man on the left sideline, and they convert on 3rd down.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Now on 2nd and 13.
Hurts.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Buffalo 18.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Goddard.
And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Two minutes left to go. This one surprisingly still scoreless. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 2nd down, it's Sermon. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders, and he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Now, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a one-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives. They don't matter right now. You just mentioned it. One-score game. This drive here can erase all of what happened previously.
He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Now Dak. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Ready?
So flying Eagles fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And not all W's are created equal, CD. And this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say? It's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward.
So for Philadelphia, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions.